What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Monique has been on a tear as of late. We've seen her with the commentary towards D.L. Hughley, Steve Harvey. People are saying that she has this problem all the time. It is constitutive with her behavior. But Monique accused Netflix a few years ago of giving her a low ball offer for a 1-hour stand-up. Now, guys, this stand-up would have brought in $500,000 and Netflix would have had complete control over the copyright, all the audio rights. And she walked away from negotiation and she protested the offer was discriminatory. Now, I remember Anthony Brian Logan making a great point about this at the time. And she was compared to Amy Schumer. Now, Amy Schumer is absolutely terrible as a comedian. But Amy Schumer is known for doing stand-ups. Monique, not really so much. Monique does comedy shows as far as TV shows, and she does some really good acting, but really as a comedian or a stand-up, she's not really known for that. And so we can't say that Netflix is racist or anything because they paid Dave Chappelle all kind of money and he's a black man. But she got this lawsuit because Netflix was systemically underpaying black women. Now, here's what I have to say. Netflix had to settle out of court maybe for this. One of the reasons that Monique was an actor for many years. She had been blackballed from Hollywood, from black people themselves. Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels. So that blackballing came a lot from black higher-ups in the entertainment field. But this offer, which was $500,000, I think that it had more to do with the fact that, number one, she was not really active during that time. She had kind of been blacklisted. And number two, she just did not have the track record of being a stand-up comedian as others at the time, me personally. However, they have settled out of court. And I do want to applaud her on this because I do believe that she might have something to prove here. That is one thing. These people will never pay you what you're worth. Okay? That's the skinny that I want to talk to you about, guys. People are never going to really pay you what you are worth. The 1-hour stand-up with Netflix for $500,000 would have taken her a lot to get writers. She would have been taxed on that. Now, that could have been a really good opening her back into the industry and things like that. But maybe once she's done with all of that, she might leave with like $30,000 or $40,000. It's very conceivable to see that. So I'm glad that she got this lawsuit settled. But here's what I would like Monique to do. Here's what I want to see more black people do. Go into the business of producing for yourself. Because see, everything was a startup or is a startup. I remember when Netflix tried to sell itself to Blockbuster. Blockbuster said no. Google tried to sell itself to Yahoo for $1 million. Yahoo said no. Look where they are respectively today. I got fired in 2014 from Elon Musk's Tesla. He owned a subsidiary called Solar City, and I got fired from there. Guy by the name of Keith fired me. He didn't think I was going to be a good enough sales rep. It's the first time I've ever been fired from a job for somebody believing that I couldn't do the job. Guess what? If that guy's Keith is listening to this show today, I want to thank you personally for helping me make the most money I've ever made in my life because of you. You probably don't even fucking work there anymore, you fucking bum. But because of you, I have seen more money in the last 2 years of my life than I did in the first 39 years of my life. Thank you. And that is what we have the ability to do, guys. Stop begging people to pay us. We have the ability to pay ourselves. Our community is powerful, brothers and sisters that may be listening to this. Don't you guys listen to this. We are the African American community. We are part of one of the richest diasporas on planet Earth. $1.6 trillion spending power. If you want to add in our other brothers and sisters, for those of you who are interested in what's out there in Africa, what's out there in Black London, what's out there in Black Europe, Africa, we have enough freaking money that if we were to serve our people in any industry, it wouldn't be enough to sustain it. That money is ridiculously great, and we just don't go out and get it. We don't even need Netflix to give us $500,000, because when your people will support what you do, you have even more leverage for other collaborating forces. But instead, we're not doing enough business with our own people. I don't know why Monique didn't go into independent stuff. You know, she didn't need Hollywood to make her rich. I listened to her brother talking about how he didn't even when he was signed to a record deal, he was getting off every album $1 per album, And when he was signed, he didn't get any rights to his music. He said when he sold independently, he would sell 40,000 albums and get all the money. Then he would go tour and get all the money. He can get $2 or $3 million by himself. Merchandise, all that kind of money. Just monetizing his own stuff. You didn't need anybody else. Okay? Didn't need him. Most of us, we come from a situation like that. We don't really need people. Our people can pay us. We just not in the business of trying to monetize. I get it. People are going to discriminate against you for the mere fact that you're Black. I don't understand why we don't get this. Yes. Did Netflix discriminate against her because she's a Black woman? I don't believe that was the only thing, but she can use that. I think she's very inactive at the time. They didn't want to put too much money out there. They don't think that it would be as big of a hit as it was. But yes, they're going to hate on you. Yes. Because why? We don't want the black dollar. We'd rather get the white dollar and complain about why they ain't getting us, and then the black dollar is not getting served. We need to get the black money. Every time I go to YouTube, I just look, it's a black male thing. You don't want to know why? It's 30, 40 million black men in America. There's hella black men in the UK and Europe. I don't need to talk to everybody in the fucking world. I could just talk to you guys and I'm completely fine. And if, there's 20 million black men in America, whatever. And if black women want to listen to, fine. I can make money off of our own community. Why do I need to do it off somebody else? We gotta stop bitching. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you all you do. Subscribe at the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.